welcome to Live in the Solution. I'm your astrologer and tarot card reader, Mary Trimble, and I'm here with your readings for October the 28th through November the 3rd. Now, if you are here for the first time, welcome. I'm so happy that you found my channel, and I do hope that you will come back. And if you are returning, guys, you're my heart. Thank you. I really appreciate your support and your love. I really do. Now, these readings are for the collective. They're for your sun, moon, and rising, but they're for the collective. So just take what resonates and just drop the rest. I really appreciate all the new subscribers. Thank you, guys. And all the likes and the shares and the comments. It was amazing. Thank you. I really love interacting with you. Now, these reading... Oh, so listen, they're for the collective. If you would like a personal reading, and that's what I live to give, personal readings. I really love that. Click on this link here, and that will take you to my website. You can see all the kind of different readings I offer. And what else? I have a Facebook group too. And the Facebook group is a private group. You can just request to enter to become a part of it. And I post different things up there. And every 2 weeks I do a live feed just in that group. And so whoever shows up for the live feed, we look at, their horoscope, and we see how I do it to correlate with the new moon and the full moon, whatever's happening at the time, right? So I just did one last night for the new moon in Scorpio. That was Friday night. I'm recording this on Saturday, so Sunday is the new moon. So I do that every 2 weeks, and I also answer questions with the tarot. So it's fun. We have a good time in there. People are posting positive stuff. It's really nice. So the link to that will be below. If another way to support this channel, guys, and I would really appreciate that, is through Patreon. You can click on this link. Check out my Patreon page. You can support me for as little as $1 a month, which is, I can really do a lot with that, and it'll support my creative content. There's so much more I want to do. Anyway, if you can't, that's fine. Don't worry. Like, share, comment. It's all good. So anyway, what else? These readings come in 3 sections. The intro, then there's the Astrology Report, and then there is the tarot card reading section. So there are skip times to all 3 in the show more section below. So if you're looking from a phone, it's a little down arrow, click on that, and you can see all the links to the other videos will be in there too. So you can skip on to, your sun, moon, and rising. So without further ado, let's go to the tarot. Sorry, not the tarot. Listen, Mercury's about to go retrograde, so communication gets messed up. That's me. I'm going to apologize in advance for any mistakes I make. So, let's go to the Astrology Report, shall we? Hello and welcome to the Astrology Report section of your reading. And we have a couple of aspects that are happening on Monday and Wednesday, but I'm not going to go over them because I went over them last week when I was talking about the new moon in Scorpio. So on Thursday, the 31st, wait for it, Mercury stations retrograde. At 11:42 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, or Eastern Daylight Time, actually, because we're still in daylight time. It's the summer. And that is until November the 20th when it stations direct. So listen, everyone knows about Mercury retrograde because it happens so frequently. Mercury moved into Scorpio on October the 3rd, and because of this retrograde, it will stay in Scorpio for over 2 months, roughly 2 months and a week. So it stations direct on December the 9th. So when it moves into Sagittarius. Now, think about Scorpio for a moment, right? Scorpio is deep and intense. Scorpio wants authenticity, loyalty, the truth. They are the detectives of the zodiac. They research and they dig deep to get to the root and the truth, because knowledge, right? Because knowledge gives one power. Knowledge is power, and so that's what they're searching for. Now, however, they are not so open about themselves. In fact, they're quite secretive. It takes a long time to get to know a Scorpio. So now think about Mercury, right? So Mercury is the planet of thought, process, intellect, and communication. It also kind of rules over electronics, mechanics, and short distance travel. It has been traveling. Mercury has been traveling with Venus now for a couple of months. And they've been traveling kind of neck and neck. You know, one goes first and the other one. They've been taking over, but they've been basically together since the beginning of September, I think. Now, as Mercury travels next, Venus is the planet of beauty, relationship, art, finance. So thoughts and aspirations were concentrated in those areas, with an exploration on how to control those aspects in your life, right? So, as I said before, Mercury rules electronics and mechanics and short distance travel. So when Mercury goes retrograde, things can go awry. You know, electronics can break down. You may find that you get a flat tire, something, your engine light goes on. I mean, for me, I can't even tell you, we've been in the shadow, by the way, of Mercury retrograde for about 9 or 10 days. So that means that has been in effect, right, for this long. And I have so many things I've got this kind of restaurant cappuccino machine that just went. It just went. I've had it years and years and years. And trying to get that, it weighs a ton. Trying to get that to a repair shop, forget it. Anyway, I was thinking about doing it myself, and then I rethought. But things like that go wrong. Your computer can go awry. Wi-Fi can go in and out. I may have problems uploading my videos. And also there are delays getting, like, in public transportation. So just look, give yourself extra time to get to work or to appointments, because just allow for that, margin of error that happens with Mercury retrograde. And it's better to be careful, right, than to be stressed and late. So expect delays, right? And then we also, during this time, we tend to miss the details. We kind of see the bigger picture, and we don't, we have a blind spot for details. So people say, or astrologers say, don't sign any contracts during this time, right? Well, look, this happens so often. So you can sign contracts, but you have to really search it mindfully and get several people to check off on it too. So it's like double and triple checking everything that you do, because we do have the tendency to miss things. So it's really important to do that. Now, Mercury also rules communication. So can be a lot of miscommunication. We can take things the wrong way, or we can hear something that wasn't said, but you said that. No, I didn't. Right. So, and also we can, things like when I'm speaking on these videos, I can say something I mean something else, but I've said something totally different. So that can happen. And also be careful, because this happened to me a few times. Make sure that you are sending the text to the right person, or the email. Double check the recipient of your emails and your texts. It's very important, because a lot of mistakes happen during this time. So, look, Mercury in retrograde gives us an opportunity to go over things, to, re-look at things, to purge, to release, to perhaps do some preparation work for something that we want to launch when Mercury goes direct. So it really is a good time to kind of do all the back end work, right? So this gives us an opportunity. It kind of slows us down and allows us to do that. So now on November the 1st, the very next day, Friday, November the 1st at 4:25 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or Eastern Daylight Time, Venus moves into Sagittarius. And this is where Venus and Mercury part ways. Venus goes back through Mercury goes back through Scorpio and Venus moves into Sagittarius. Now, when by the time Mercury goes direct and moves into Sagittarius on December 9th, Venus will be halfway through Capricorn, so it's way ahead. Now, as Venus moves into Sagittarius, she spreads her wings and flies. She's like, free at last, born free as the wind blows. I get a bit crazy, guys. I do. I sing every now and again. So she's not very comfortable in Scorpio, right? With all that intensity. But in Sagittarius, she roars. She falls in love with life. She's enthusiastic. She's agile. She's really happy. She wants to experience everything. And in relationship, she wants to share the wonders of the world with her partner. But don't get too intense with Venus in Sagittarius because she'll run away. She wants deep love with freedom. She wants the best of both worlds. If you meet someone under this aspect, you'll have a fantastic time, but you must resist the urge for possession or ownership, possessiveness, ownership or jealousy, because this will scare your lover away. Well, that's the astrological report. So let's go to your tarot reading, shall we? Hello, Leo, and welcome to your reading for October the 28th through November the 3rd. This is for Leo. Leo, what wonderful gifts, guidance, blessings, and helpful information can you give Leo for this coming week? And happy Halloween, guys. I forgot to mention that on the intro. Excuse me. Okay. 3 cards for Leo, please. 3 cards for Leo. Oh, there's 2 cards. Lovely. 1 more card for Leo, please. 1 more card for Leo. And there it is. Oh, you got 2 more cards. I was wondering where that was going to come up. Okay. Now we have your clarifying cards. These are clarifying cards for Leo. What wonderful gifts, guidance, blessings, and helpful information can you give Leo? Oops, too many. There you go. Can you give Leo through these clarifying cards for the week of October the 28th through November the 3rd? Please clarify. Oh, there's 1. Please oh. There you go. There's 2. Then please clarify. Let me just double check this because I'm using these cards I'm not used to there. Oh, there you go. Yes. Okay, please clarify. Okay. It's very interesting. Very juxtaposed. Let's have a look at your cards, shall we? Excuse me. Here we go. There you go, Leo. The first card out for you is the Nine of Wands, clarified by the Queen of Wands. Then you have the Ace of Cups, clarified by the Ten of Swords. And you have the Three of Swords right next to the Five of Wands. And clarifying the Five of Wands is the two, or, these two cards, is the Two of Cups. Very, very interesting, Leo. My lovely Leo. Okay, Leo. So the first card out is the Nine of Wands. And the Nine of Wands is all about, it's like being tired of protecting what's yours. It's like, day in and day out doing the same old thing. It's like being on the treadmill. She's like protecting what she's built, right? And she's really worked hard and she's a bit dogged and she's tired of fighting, right? And she's feeling like she wants to give up. It's almost like she's tired. She's so tired and exhausted she wants to give up. But when the Nine of Wands comes in, it's saying, don't give up right now. Look, take a respite, lick your wounds, heal yourself, and get back in there. You can do this. This is number 9. You're almost at the finish line, Leo. So it's don't give up before the miracle shows up. You hear these inspirational stories, right? Of like an actor who's really famous now, but they were like, waiting tables and they'd run out of money and they could, they were getting kicked out of their apartment and they were about to leave and go home to Middle America, wherever it is. And then at the last minute, they get a break. They get a movie, right? And they've been going out, they've been hungry, they've been, rejected, and they get this movie and then they become this huge star right at the last minute. So this is what it is. Just, go on that last audition. Just apply for that last job. Hang in there with your business because clients are coming. This is like, keep going. You're nearly there. Don't give up right now, Leo. And clarifying it is the Queen of Wands. And she is like, darling, don't underestimate yourself. She's all about self-esteem and she's all about confidence, right? She has confidence and she's out there networking and socializing. And this is what I think that you perhaps need to do. I can't even talk. That's Mercury going retrograde. She's all about, she's a great mother. She's one of those executives that has it all. She goes out every night and she's hosting parties and she's socializing, making connections, connecting people with other people. I have a feeling that you've got an opportunity here to get out and to, make some connections this week, Leo. And look, you have the Ace of Cups. My cup floweth over, right? This cups are about emotions. It's about intuition. It's the gift of sight and the gift of intuition, which you trust your gut feeling this week, when this comes in. But also this is about love, right? This is about my cup floweth. It's a gift of love. It's the start of something new. Aces are beginnings, right? What's interesting is clarifying it. You have the Ten of Swords, and the Ten of Swords is about betrayal. But tens are endings and beginnings, right? So you are coming to a point where you're letting go of this betrayal. Look, we've all been through this. We've all had this hurt. And this is a time for you to release it. I feel like it's run its course and you're going to be able to let this go. I don't think I need to tell you. I think you're ready to just drop this because it's so painful. You've carried this hurt and this pain and this betrayal with you. And it's time to just release it. Let it go. It's not worth it. And it's over, darling. You don't have to carry this anymore. The next card out is the Three of Swords. This is also betrayal. The Three of Swords, look, it's pain. There's no, look, it's iconic, this is. Look, three swords going through a heart. And there's rain in the background. This is a time where you're feeling kind of, that you're probably feeling kind of down about something. Things are kind of dismal for you at the moment. You're feeling this pain. You're feeling this. You're in the process of letting this pain go. When the Three of Swords comes in, it's saying, look, this is an old pain that was installed when you were young, right? It could be a parent went away and it felt like abandonment, and then they came back, or, something. It could be bullying at school, whatever it is. It's a pain that you've pushed down, and it rears its ugly head every now and again because somebody could say something or do something, or a situation happens and it brings it up again. Sometimes our reactions are so off left field to people because they don't understand what's behind it, what we've been through. So when this comes in, it's saying it's time, look, bring it in. Take it in your heart, cry it out, go through the feelings, connect the dots, and release it once and for all. I feel that this is kind of you're letting this go, and I think it's happened through. You've got the Five of Wands here, and the Five of Wands is conflict. So you probably had conflict. It could be at work. It could be with family. That's always difficult, right? And that's where we feel the most pain with family, It's also grief, right? So you could be feeling grief. You may have lost someone. It could have been, a lover that cheated on you and betrayed you. That could be the grief, but it could be somebody that's passed away, It could be that. God knows I've had enough people pass away recently in my life, and I'm a Leo rising, so this could definitely indicate that. But there's some conflict over this grief with others. And the thing is with this card, you're meant to address it. When this card comes up, the Five of Wands, don't sweep it under the carpet. Kind of deal with it. Because when you deal with it, you kind of your relationship becomes more meaningful and deeper because you've dealt with it, right? So it's important to kind of handle it. Whatever where the conflict is, whatever it is, it's like get it head on, because you got to move on from it. It's something's dragging you back into this pain. And it's time to release it. And look, clarifying it is the Two of Cups. And the Two of Cups it's a really auspicious card. So it's one of those cards where you reflect yourself in others. You treat others the way you want to be treated. It's about being kinder to people. It's also reminding us of the duality in life, with people too. We all have good sides and shadow sides. It's encompassing both sides and accepting, all of us, warts and all, as Cromwell said. Have acceptance. But this is a beautiful, auspicious card when it comes in. It means that things are going to turn out well. So Leo, don't give up. You're almost at the finish line. Success is there for you. Don't underestimate yourself. And you have this opportunity for new love to come in. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be a love interest, romantic, but it can be a resurgence of that if you're with someone, or perhaps you're going to mend fences with conflict that's happened. And you can release that pain of resentment and betrayal. You can just release it. Let it go. Leo, thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like this video, share it with friends, family, neighbors, co-workers, social media. Comment. I live for comments and feedback, and I love to interact with you guys. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. Mwah! I love you all, and I'll see you next week.